Historic vote on Capitol Hill today. The full vote in the House on an impeachment resolution, a path forward. It did pass along party lines. And part of this new path, public hearings now playing out on television. The Democrats saying they had no choice. Speaker Pelosi saying, quote, what is at stake is our democracy. Republicans tonight calling it a sham to overturn the will of the people in the 2016 election. And all of it came as yet another witness from inside the White House testified behind closed doors today. So tonight, Republicans who until now had argued against the process, who said it shouldn't be behind closed doors, now that much of it will now be made public, our Mary Bruce asks not about the process, instead asking, will you defend the president? Will you defend that call with the president of Ukraine? Mary Bruce leads us off.
Today, history in the House.
What is at stake is our democracy. What are we fighting for? Defending our democracy for the people.
It's only happened 3 times before, the House voting on the impeachment inquiry of a sitting president. The vote exposing a bitter party divide, all but 2 Democrats voting to move forward, confident they have enough evidence to launch public hearings.
No one is above the law. We will continue to conduct this inquiry with the seriousness of purpose that our task deserves.
Brave, dedicated public servants and patrons are standing up for their country.
Republicans were united against the resolution, which outlines the rules for open hearings.
It's shameful to create a constitutional crisis for purely partisan reasons.
This is Soviet-style rules. Maybe in the Soviet Union, you do things like this, where only you make the rules.
The speaker today adamant that the president is getting due process.
Are these rules really fair, especially if they're requests?
Yes, they are. These rules are fairer than anything that have gone before in terms of an impeachment proceeding.
Trump has been urging his party to defend his actions and his move to pressure Ukraine to investigate his political rival, Joe Biden.
Will you do that? Will you all go on the record and say that the president did nothing inappropriate?
Very clear, yes. There's nothing in that phone call that is wrong or impeachable.
Meanwhile, down in the basement of the Capitol, another key witness was testifying. Timothy Morrison, a top official on the National Security Council who joined the Trump administration after working for 17 years for Republicans in Congress. Morrison testified that he was told by the president's point person in Ukraine, the U.S. ambassador to the EU, Gordon Sondland, that millions of dollars in security aid was being held up until Ukraine committed to investigate Joe Biden's son, Hunter. But Morrison was also on that phone call between the president and the president of Ukraine and said that he was not concerned anything illegal was discussed.
All right, so let's get to Mary Bruce. She's live up on the Hill again tonight. And Mary, that vote today, of course, setting the stage for public hearings now. When will those get underway?
Well, David, Democrats want to move quickly here. Now, no dates have been set, but we're told that these hearings could start in the next 2 to 3 weeks. And tonight we've learned that some of the witnesses who have already testified behind closed doors are now ready to do it again, this time out in public. David.
Mary Bruce leading us off tonight. Mary, thank you. And as we said off the top, the president tweeting right after the vote and late today huddling at the White House with Republicans from the Hill. That meeting had already been scheduled, but they, of course, had plenty to talk about today. So let's get right to our chief White House correspondent, Jonathan Karl, with us live tonight. And John, is the White House giving them any guidance how to help defend the president? What are you hearing from your sources tonight?
Well, David, the president's response via Twitter came less than 1 minute after that House vote. It was a familiar message. He said simply, greatest witch hunt in American history. The White House strategy is to keep Republicans fully on board, portraying the impeachment inquiry as a partisan, Democrats-only effort to hurt the president. And, of course, today, that vote, as you saw, not a single Republican voted in favor of the inquiry. So look for the president to continue to have meetings with Republican lawmakers like the ones he had today to ensure that they stay in line while his legal team continues to stonewall an investigation that they say is unfair and illegitimate.
And as you say, John, no question, the partisan battle lines drawn tonight, very clear. John, thanks.
Hi, everyone. George Stephanopoulos here. Thanks for checking out the ABC News YouTube channel. If you'd like to get more videos, show highlights, and watch live event coverage, click on the right over here to subscribe to our channel. And don't forget to download the ABC News app for breaking news alerts. Thanks for watching.